To solve this data sufficiency question, we'll go ahead and consider each statement separately first and then together if needed. Before actually diving into the statements on their own, let's go ahead and interpret the information given in the question. We actually have some overlapping sets here, so we can construct some Venn diagrams to help us out in terms of our variables and give us a visual of the situation. Let's construct a diagram since we're talking about percents. This will be a diagram of the percentages for at least one brother and at least one sister. Now we have this is contained inside an environment where we have a 100% environment. So this percentage is 101%. We have that this circle down here could represent the people having at least one brother, or the percentage of at least one brother. And this other circle would be our percentage of at least one sister. Now let's give some variable names to these. We have that the intersecting overlapping people that have at least one brother and at least one sister is this merging circles right here, this little sliver. So let's go ahead and let's call that X. We then know the total percentage of people that have at least one brother is 50%. So this portion right here that have only one brother would be 50 minus X. We can then give a variable name to the people that have at least one sister but don't have at least one brother, and that would be Y. Now considering the 100%, we also have that the people that don't have either at least one sister or one brother, we can represent as 50 minus Y. So the question is actually asking whether we have enough information to determine if we have X plus Y. And we don't need to find a value for X plus Y, we just need to know if we have enough information to be able to find X plus Y. So let's go ahead and let's dive into statement 1. For statement 1, it's given that 40% of people surveyed who have at least one brother have at least one sister. So we can actually interpret this in terms of our variables, which would be X equals 40 times 50%. And that's going to equal 20. However, even though we know the value of X, we don't have enough information to find the value of Y. Therefore, we can't really find the value of X plus Y if we don't know the value of Y. This statement alone is not sufficient. We can then eliminate answer choice A and D, and our answer choices that are left are either B, C, or E. So to narrow it down further, let's go ahead and consider statement 2. It's given that 15% of people surveyed have no brother or no sister. So 50 minus Y is equal to 15. We can then solve this for Y, and we'll get a value of 35. We then run into the same issue that we did with statement 1, where we only have one of the variables we need, and we're not given enough information to be able to find that missing X, to find X plus Y. So again, this statement is not sufficient, and we can eliminate answer choice B. Our last resort is to combine our statements. So let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit for more room. We have statement 1 and statement 2 together. Now statement 1 gives us that X is equal to 20, and statement 2 gives us that Y is equal to 35. If we know the value of X and we know the value of Y, we can add them to find X plus Y, which is what we're looking for. So the statements together are sufficient. So if we scroll back up, we can eliminate answer choice E, and our final answer is answer choice C. Both statements together are sufficient, but neither statement alone is sufficient.